Is putting mayonnaise on pizza a sin?
I mean, it's not an instrument. Uh,
It's not an instrument. Not an
it
instrument.
depends if you're Italian.
Yeah, but like at that point, putting pineapple. So
At
like
that
I've
point,
been
what? You cut
there.
out.
I'm saying at that point, like I've put pineapple on pizza. So
I think if you're not Italian, you can do pretty much what you want and call it pizza because it doesn't matter. It's probably not pizza. Uh,
oh, I see. You have to be Italian and willingly
n-
put a non-Italian ingredient on a pizza for it to be a
yeah,
sin.
if you're not Italian, like who cares? Whatever, you're a silly foreigner.
Yeah,
If
if you're not from Italy, it's just fancy baked bread. It's not. It's only pizza if you're actually Italian.
yeah, I mean, you can make a good pizza substitute if you're not Italian.
No,
Uh,
I respect that. I really respect that. I'm not even trying to be. That's fair.
I mean,
That's fair.
I'm only half joking there too.
No,
Anyways,
yeah. No, again, I like gastrology is very important to me. I was gonna say ethnic gastrology
if you're
is
Italian and
fascinating.
you put mayonnaise on
Mayonnaise.
pizza, then yeah, that's probably a sin.
Well, they don't even like believe in Alfredo sauce. They're like, who the heck is Alfredo? Like, why do you guys like his sauce so much?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Uh,
So you were the one that poked around this plane without the captain's permission. Ellipse. Deviating from the flight attendant's manual is very unbecoming. What were you hoping to accomplish by doing that? I...
Miss Tenero,
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth! You're here too?
can you please help us and shed some light on why you did what you did?
All right. But first...
The store leads into the cargo hold. I can't let you through without Miss Von Karmer's express permission. It's not a bad way to handle the situation if it were any old case, but this isn't.
Sure. So, between you and Miss Von Karma, who's better at their job?
Oh, there's no comparison to be made, Detective. None. There's sure to be a clue of some sort in this trash can. Detective Gumshoe, if you please.
Yes, sir. Just leave the rummaging to me. Scoffy, how dare you go through a woman's trash without her permission? Have you no sense of honor? I'm sorry. I just remember Mr. Edward told me to.
Forgive me, Detective.
You're a
But they're
detective.
suspected of
It's your
crime.
job. Yeah, it's your job, Francisca. Like,
Francisca's the one accusing her.
yeah, exactly. Like, you should know. It's the law.
It's pretty easy to tell who sleeps in which bunk just by looking. Almost certain that the well-kept one up top belongs to Miss Tenero.
Ew, the bottom one's a giant mess. You sloven, squalid scoundrel of a man! You dare scrutinize a woman's bed and invade her privacy? Yeah!
There's some things in life best kept to yourself, Detective. What exactly is this panel for?
That's the emergency control panel for the elevator. We use it to stop the elevator on the first floor and keep its doors open.
So the... Oh.
Oh, give me a second, I got a cough, but I'll read this line and then I'll cough, because I'm a professional. So, there are attendance lockers, huh? Let's hurry up and examine them, sir! The five must men always be so rude.
Besides, who exactly gave you permission to search through the attendant's lockers?
Wait, Detective. It would be uncouth of us to look in a woman's locker without permission.
Yeah, I guess so. Plus, I'd feel this murderous draft, and I could sense a whip not far behind.
It's one of those suitcases designed by Miss Tenero. You can tell it's hardly ever been used by the lack of even a single scratch on it. Okay, bye! Oh, this just goes out of the room.
Goodbye. Well, go on. Let's hear you let's hear our troublesome attendant out.
In due time, I do have one thing I'd like to ask you.
Yes.
Do you plan to continue using that whip for the foreseeable future?
Of course. I've wrangled many a testimony out of people thanks to it.
Yeah, and probably a ton of yelps too.
And I'm willing to bet that the majority of them came from you, Detective.
Yeah, but that's coercion. So it's not admissible in court and illegal. So, there's that.
Is it illegal in Japanifornic law?
I mean, it's illegal in America, which they've indicated that they're currently in.
Yeah, but it might be a
the
state
laws-
law thing. Plus, this is past future America.
Past future America. Past future America, sure. Like, that's the one piece that I'll grant you for it. But, like, federal law supersedes state law for.
Except
like,
in past future America,
And exactly. In current future America.
where
Yeah.
certain states made sure to push so that their state laws could supersede federal law.
Yeah, that's fair.
Japanifornia was one of the states.
I can respect that.
They had Chicago level crimes. They had to do something.
Yeah.
Why did you lie about receiving the captain's permission like that?
Because I didn't think I'd be able to get this permission.
What do you mean?
The captain, he only has ears for Cammy. I spoke with the captain a little earlier myself. He definitely seems to be rather taken with you, Miss Meal. Well, rather taken with Miss Meal.
I mean, I don't blame him. She's cute.
Yes. On top of that,
But I mean, Tenero has cool hair.
yeah, Tenero is described as a Yamato Nadeshiko for all my gaijins out there, which is the like platonic. Well, it's a Japanese, so it's not Plato, but it's the ideal like woman to Japanese standards.
Tenero is?
Yeah, where like it's like a specific term, like Yamato Nadeshiko, well, Yamato Nadeshiko. But either way, whereas like Cammy is more like a Western like ideal of the beauty. Like it's very interesting. Like I could write a whole paper about this if I was still in grad school, but I won't. I had mistakenly accused Mr. Edgeworth of being the killer. I wanted to make amends.
In that case, please allow me to thank you for what you did. Thanks to you, I was able to clear myself of all charges.
Well, technically, didn't she pin all the charges on you though? Like that's
Who?
really humble of you.
Tenero?
Yeah.
But she was immediately trying to clear it because she wanted to write what she did because she realized she might think she was wrong.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it's weird that Edgeworth, thanks to you, I was able to clear them. And I'm like, yeah, but like you were clearing them from the person who, like, I should not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Really? You were able to prove your innocence? Oh, thank goodness.
Don't thank me yet.
Mr. Nero, is it? There's one more thing I'd like to ask you. You were in the flight shop just before the turbulence, weren't you? Please answer honestly. Yes, I was. And why were you there? Well,
Why the sudden hesitation? Siska seems to have struck a nerve.
I don't know if it's gonna show up on stream or not, but there's like a little box on the bottom right overlapping the display.
Oh.
It might just be on my end.
It is not in the stream, but
Yeah, I just want to make
that,
sure.
that was my mouse over.
No, that's okay. I
minimize,
just again, like, I feel like you probably would have, for the integrity of the art, would want that removed if it were.
Yeah, thank you. It wasn't coming up on stream. I'm surprised it came up on yours then, but yeah.
All I did was go check up on the shop like I always. You were saying it fast for work then? Yes, I'm in charge of the shop, so I have to keep an eye on it. I don't have any reason to go there otherwise. After your visit to the shop, you paid a visit to this room, correct? Yes, I came back to freshen up and adjust my makeup. I'm sorry, but there isn't much else to tell.
Mr. Nero claims to have no reason other than duty to go to the shop. But is that all there is to it? Maybe I should ask her about that thing.
That thing! Present. That thing!
Which thing?
Go to the other page. The suitcase?
Suitcase?
Yeah.
If you could please take a look at this for me, Mr. Nero.
Oh, that suitcase!
Yes, about this suitcase. You're the one who designed it, correct? I think I figured something else out about it. This suitcase is the reason you went to the shop, isn't it?
There's nothing you won't find out eventually, is there?
Could you please tell me more about the suitcase?
Yes, I was interested in seeing how the suitcases I designed were selling. I know that as a service professional, I'm not supposed to care. But I really wanted to know. I was glad to see that it was the last one there.
The last one there. So you're saying, Mr. Nero, that the suitcase in question was the last one?
Yes, they're so popular, they're practically flying off now.
It's not exactly the impression I got.
The one in the shop is most definitely the last one.
Well, we're currently looking at that suitcase.
Really? Then I guess we sold all of them. Thank you very much for taking the last one.
I didn't say anything about buying it.
Then say you'll buy it.
I'm sorry, I can't.
But why? I think you go great with your complexion, Mr. Edgeworth. That really suits you. It really suitcases you. I guarantee it professionally as a service professional. I guarantee it personally as a service.
Well, that is... How should I put this? It's hideous.
Wow. Wow. Boo. How dare you?
Maybe that was a bit too direct.
Yeah, like, you don't say that. You knew that you designed it. You're like, I just have too many suitcases at home. Or like, I only travel with one, and like this one was bought to me by my boyfriend, so I can't not travel with it.
Or like, the police have to confiscate it because it maybe tried to crime.
Yeah, or yeah, it is actively evidence in a murder.
Moving on, my issue with the suitcases isn't the design, it's the number of them remaining.
Remaining?
There were 2 suitcases in the in-flight shop when I investigated it.
2? That's impossible! I'm sure there was only one. Looks like our story has generated quite the contradiction. When I left the shop, I'm positive there was only one suitcase left.
Something is amiss here. What could be the meaning of this inconsistency? By the way, Mr. Nero. What is one of those suitcases doing here?
That's...
I thought you said there was only one left.
That one is, it's mine. I use it for a very long time now.
She's used it for a long time? I think not. Miss Tenero, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't lie to me.
Excuse me?
I don't believe for even 1 second that you've used this for a very long time. What proves that this hasn't been used for nearly as long as Miss Tenero says?
The price tags. But, like, I wouldn't have thought those were price tags.
Tell me, Miss Tenero, is it also your habit to keep the price tag pristine on your suitcase?
Ah! What is the meaning of this? Why would you lie about the suitcase?
Despite having faith in her design sense, the sales numbers made her cry bitter tears. The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. Miss Tenero, I think I understand. I know what you're trying to hide. Now then, this suitcase was originally in...
The in-flight shop.
Seeing as how the price tag is still on the suitcase, one can only assume it was out on the floor for sale in the shop. And the person who bought this suitcase was...
Herself.
It was you, wasn't it, Miss Tenero? I hate to say this, but this suitcase that you designed, it hasn't sold very well, has it? You saw how poorly this design that you poured your heart into was selling, and you were deeply hurt. That's why you wanted to make it look like it was selling by buying it yourself. Isn't that right?
Then the reason you went into the shop and came back here was... I'm sorry. All I really have is my job. I was overjoyed when my design was chosen. Thought that maybe I'd finally accomplish something.
But the suitcases didn't sell.
It's because of the design, isn't it? All because it's, as you put it, hideous.
I can't say they chose a great place in which to sell them either.
We weren't selling a single one. They were just sitting there collecting dust. I felt so bad seeing them day in and day out. So I decided to buy one for every flight I worked.
You buy one every single time you work a flight?
I see. So I was gonna say, you're allowed to buy one of your products, but you're not allowed to buy every single instance of your merch product. Like that's a problem. Like, what do you need so many suitcases for?
She doesn't, she just wants to see them selling.
I guess so, but also, I don't know what... I mean, I get it, because I would feel the same way. But, like, it's kind of silly, because, like, it was chosen from a pool of other applicants. So, like, she shouldn't feel like the burden of, like, it selling is on her shoulders. Like, she won the contest. Like, they wanted her design. So, like, it's like, it's honestly, it's their fault for, like, trying to sell their product if they picked it. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't feel bad. I'm like...
There are, as they've pointed out a couple times, they're selling suitcases on a flight. Where people probably already have suitcases. Sure. I mean, like, I should say probably, they would. What?
Yeah. No, I said also that too, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, not very many people would be buying a suitcase. It's like selling ice to a penguin, right?
I mean, penguins aren't very good at any economic exchange, but sure.
Well, you know. Not the penguins you interact with. Clearly. I see. So in order to keep your resolution, you went and bought one today as well. Yes, and here's my receipt for that purchase.
This receipt is clearly timestamped 5:40 a.m.
Whoa. The truth is, there's still a bunch of them left unsold.
Why whoa? Okay.
No, it's just one of those things where, like, that other thing where, like, the information the picture was it like the receipt is gonna be useful for the time, not for the actual contents of the receipt.
Oh, I mean, probably. What else? Does it say anything else? Not really. Oh, actually, we check it. Oh, we can check it. Oh, wait.
Cause like, check it.
Okay, I thought, wait, there's really something on the back, isn't there? Just as Miss Tenero said, the timestamp says she bought the suitcase at 5:40 a.m.
$1,200?
I think it's, didn't it say 12? Oh yeah, it's 1,200. Yep.
She's buying $1,200 suitcases every flight she works.
I mean,
in.
with credit, she bought it. Is that so? Is that what that says down there? Yeah.
Yeah, she bought it with credit. Like, I don't know how much flight attendants get paid in past future America, but like,
I mean,
$1,200 a flight?
Guess she's probably making more than $1,200 a flight, because
that's what I'm saying.
Otherwise, she can't afford that.
Like, if she's buying one every flight that she works, then she's working. Then she must earn more than $1,200,000 a flight. Wow.
Maybe she makes commissions.
Yeah. Guys, I'm gonna be a flight attendant.
I would never.
They're planning to scrap the remaining ones at the end of the flight.
Miss Tenero, where are these other suitcases?
They should all be down the cargo hold. In the suitcase the killer used.
Could very well have come from the cargo hold.
Mr. Edgeworth, you don't think that the killer used one of my suitcases too?
Yes, I do. The killer used one of your beloved suitcases to move the victim's body.
Ah, how could they? Those suitcases were meant to be faithful partners to our passengers on their trips. That's all I ever wished them to be.
Miss Tenero, is there any other way to get to the cargo hold other than the elevator?
The only other way is just through that door there.
And what about security?
That door has no special lock installed because just to enter this room, you need a special key card that only crew members have access to.
Which means the culprit is someone who can enter this room, eliminating the passengers and leaving only crew members as potential suspects.
I can't believe it.
Yes, Francisca?
Going on these wild goose chases, you are a disgrace of the Von Karma name.
What do you mean by that?
The suitcase came from the cargo hold? The fact alone tells the whole story.
Yes, which is why I said the culprit must be a crew member who used their keycard.
Miles Edgeworth! You're proposing that the killer rode the elevator from the cargo hold, correct?
Yes, that's the only realistic possibility.
The other attendant, Miss Meal. I asked her earlier and she had this to say.
Francisca got information out of Miss Meal?
In order to make the elevator go down to the a different key card is required.
A different one?
Yes, and the only person who holds that particular card is you, Miss Rhoda Tenero, and only you! Ah!
What? Is this true, Miss Tenero?
Yes, I keep that in my locker at all times.
Could you please show us that card right now?
Yes, hold on. I don't believe it.
What's wrong?
The key card, it's gone. Ha ha ha, very clever. Pretending that your card was stolen when in fact you're just trying to hide it from us. You really thought this through. Wait, it's not like that. You can tell us all about what it's like down at the station. Officer, arrest this woman.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Edgeworth. What's wrong? There's disbelief in all over your face.
Francisca, I know that you are the lead investigator on this case. However,
Hold it. Don't even think about wasting any more of my time. You know the rules as well as I do. You know the rules, and so do I. Evidence speaks louder than words. Even if this isn't a courtroom. No, I can't. I want to so bad. The basic tenet still applies. I intend to investigate the cargo hold now. What will you do, Miles Edgeworth?
I intend to do likewise.
If I give you permission. Woo! Boy. We're doing it.
Progress.
Oh, give me a hot second.
I'll give you a lukewarm second.
No, a hot one.
Too late. Yeah, just a reminder, this is the only stream this week. Next week we'll be back to normal with this on Tuesday at 6 p.m. and Kingdom Hearts 2 Randomizer on Thursday at 5 p.m. So, yeah. Looks like we're making good time. I'm wondering if we'll finish this case next week, because this case is the last case we are doing before Inheritance goes away for a couple months. Excuse me. So, if we end up finishing next week, then I guess we'll figure it out. We might... Yeah. I think it's obvious. Welcome back. I don't know if you can hear us. Not yet. There you go.
I'm here.
Wow, so this is a cargo hold.
Like a can of candy store.
It's so big!
This plane is a special model. Has both a super large cargo hold and ultra luxurious first class seating.
So this is the real scene of the matter?
There's certainly a high probability of that, which is why we are here, correct?
Okay, let's see. Let's go investigate, sir.
I can't, like, mentally picture how big this plane is.
It's enormous. Like, it has to be huge beyond comparison.
Ooh, I just love pushing buttons on elevators. Here, you should give it a try, sir. Go on, push it.
The elevator is currently stopped on the first floor, Detective. It can't move.
Push it. Oh yeah. I guess nothing would happen if you pushed it now.
Well, nothing would happen normally anyway without the special key card. Both the door to the attendance room and the elevator's control panels require a key card, which makes it impossible for a passenger to come down here.
Bye, Francisca.
Just checking the door.
Have fun having to actually do your job.
All sorts of boxes are piled up here.
This one says flammable, and this one says pharmaceuticals.
This one says for exorcism use only. Just what kind of operation is this airline running?
I think one of them was full of chicken parm, sir. Holy suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth.
That's a Batman reference.
Look at all you can use suitcase fare.
Robin says holy suitcases?
He said like holy N, where N is whatever flavor of the week that statement would
I would have
fill.
picked X, but sure.
I love math. Isn't N variables that are like words, whereas like X are variables that are numbers, right?
Well, both are numbers.
I don't know. I already used my 1 for the stream, so I can't
These must
rally
be
the troops to comment.
these must be all the leftover ones they couldn't sell. The ones the company is planning to dispose of after this flight is over.
I don't understand why you would dispose of them. They're $1,200. Like you could just
Who said-
like
Who said they cost $1,200 for the company?
that's what I'm saying. Like if they're trying to sell it for, start lowering the price until you go like slightly above cost, and then when you can't sell them anymore at slightly above cost, then
Or
donate them.
or
and
you
use it
throw
as a
them away.
taxable donation.
Or you throw them away, create artificial scarcity, and then maybe people buy them for $1,200.
Okay.
Scalp them.
ET for the NES.
This paint job is really cool, don't you think? It practically screams artsy.
Oh, why not purchase one then? I'm sure it will bring you much happiness.
You think so? Maybe I will. Let's see here. $1,200? I think I'll pass.
And Miss Tenero wonders why they don't sell. You don't need two. You need 2 jobs just to buy one. Or to work as a flight attendant. Definitely looks like one is missing. What is this brittle substance I'm stepping on? It's a bunch of glass fragments?
It's peanut brittle. Yum yum yum.
I wouldn't eat that peanut brittle.
You would eat 4 peanut brittle?
I said I wouldn't eat that peanut brittle.
Oh, I was gonna say, are you that desperate for peanut brittle that you would?
I don't
I can add it to the list of things I make.
I don't care for peanut brittle.
I don't think I've ever had peanut brittle.
It's very hard. It's not
I
really
feel
that
like peanut
brittle.
brittle is just like a peanut butter cookie, it's just thin.
I think it's a lot harder.
I've never had it. Is it like toffee? Is it like caramel?
It's like, if I'm thinking of the right stuff, it's like really, really hard to bite through. I didn't know that this plane was capable of carrying such large pieces of cargo.
This thing is as tall as 2 of you on top of each other, sir.
I am not a unit of measurement. It'd probably take 20 of you to cover the entire surface of this monstrosity.
What, really? I guess that sounds about right.
I want to live in a society that its entire units of measurements are just ourselves.
This room is like 8 minis long for sure.
There's really no need to take that throwaway estimate seriously, Detective. Bed sheets!
Bed sheets.
Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo would be very taxing on the cargo crew.
This sure brings back memories of what as a part-time mover, sir.
By the look in his eyes, he's waiting for me to ask about the rest of the story. No matter how he pours on the puppy eyes, I have no intention of doing so.
Yeah, you know, it's like that one thing where I bartended in the American Midwest. Hey, what's with the suitcase smell?
So the victim checked in, sir. This suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he'd mind if we took a closer look.
There's nothing out of the ordinary in here, sir.
Wait, a file.
There's a photo of Miss Von Karma in it, sir.
It looks like a profile on Francisca. Why would Mr. Hicks have had a file on her? Okay. Have you noticed anything strange happening around here? No, sir. I haven't noticed a thing. I'm not sure that he meant to sound so oblivious. You arrived at the scene of the crime before Detective Gumshoe, correct? And you then immediately began to direct the investigation. Seems to me that you were already here at this airport for something besides the murder.
Ellipses, yes I was. I've been following a very large and involved. What? I've been following a very large and involved. I've been following a very large and involved international crime. But it's much too large for one person to take on alone. So it was decided that I should form a joint investigation with Interpol.
Interpol is involved.
It's a top secret operation. Ooh. So I really can't tell you anymore.
Okay.
Is that the file on her?
On her?
Yeah, did we just get a file that? Oh no, it was like a brain blast thing.
Yeah, we got a brain blast.
Presenter of the brain blast.
We can't do that.
Ah!
Are we presenting something or are we fusing logic?
No.
What?
We gotta fuse logic. Glass shard, broken glasses.
I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses.
And the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses.
Exactly what I was thinking. I'm sure the shards match up perfectly with the remnants of his glasses lenses. Ergo, the victim was here just as I suspected.
So you're saying that the real scene of the crime was here, sir?
Isn't that what I've been saying for a while now?
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
Perhaps it's a bit too early to draw that conclusion. However, I believe that the probability had just skyrocketed considerably. All that's left is to find that murder weapon.
I mean, try to connect these two.
Now, why would Mr. Hicks have documents profiling Francisca?
Oh, I know. I bet he's a big fan of Miss Von Karma.
Francisca said that she had come to the airport as part of an Interpol investigation.
Oh, maybe Mr. Biggs heard she was coming here and he followed her.
Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was in actuality Interpol agent Hicks. I think Francisca had some explaining to do. He has some explaining to do.
You've got some explaining to do.
I really want to fit in this gap, but I can't.
That's what I said.
You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you?
Nonsense. So what are you talking about?
You found a profile detailing information about you and the victim's luggage. I suppose it was prepared for him so that he could recognize you when he landed. Which which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol Agent Hicks. Isn't that correct?
I mean, they would still be a Mr. Hicks. They would just
No, you're no longer Mr.
Your job responsibilities dictate your honorific. Exclusively.
Depends on the job. It's whatever has a bigger hierarchy. If you're like a cashier, then no, you're just Mr.
Cashier Agent Hicks.
I should have known you'd figure it out, Miles. But it looks like they got to him fast.
So you really did come here to receive an Interpol agent, then?
Yes. Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very large international...
You kind of cut out.
Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very... smuggling.
I don't know why I cut out twice, but we'll just go with it.
Agent Hicks was on a very large something smuggling ring.
Hey there, cool name. Will Edgeworth finally go on a date? Or when will Edgeworth finally go on a date with Wright? I think they probably just went on one earlier. But this isn't that kind of game.
We're headcanoning that they're actively boyfriends currently.
Is that just a headcanon?
I don't know if it's canon.
I thought it's strongly implied.
It's strongly implied. But they're still boyfriends, they're not partners yet. They haven't crossed that threshold yet.
We don't know. That's between them.
Oh yeah. I mean, it just Edgeworth gives big, like, he's still my boyfriend energy.
They're roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates. He went to undercover to investigate this crime. And it was I who put them on this case. I was supposed to receive a call from him on his cell phone once he had landed. I never expected to receive a call about his murder instead.
I think we now have pretty definitive evidence that Agent Hicks came down here to the cargo hold.
But what was he doing down here, sir? There's nothing but luggage. Oh, I get it. Maybe he forgot something in his suitcase and came down to get it. Ow!
Agent Hicks came here for a work-related reason. Of that I'm sure.
Yes, I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he was observing. Francisca, do you know exactly how he intended to pursue his investigation?
No. Unfortunately, I was going to find out from him.
I see, but this raises another question. A normal passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own.
Agent Hicks must have identified himself to a member and entered the cargo hold with that person who let him in.
Yes, and then he was murdered here. These glass fragments and his broken glasses are a testament to that. And then...
The killer put Agent Hicks on one of the spare suitcases and... That's you.
They entered the elevator. While they were riding it up, the plane hit that patch of turbulence. Because of the intense shaking, the suitcase popped open and Agent Hicks' body flew out. At the same time, his wallet fell out of his pocket, spilling its contents everywhere. Which explains why there was money scattered all over the elevator floor.
Whoa! I think it's pretty easy to say who the culprit is at this stage.
Colin said, "Is like seeing fan art of Wright, Edgeworth, and Teresi being an almost dysfunctional family." Almost dysfunctional? I think you mean almost functional.
No, almost dysfunctional. They're trying really hard to be edgy. But every time they're just too quotidian about it. They're like, we're gonna let you stay up late. And Tracy's like, I'm an adult.
She's not an adult.
I mean, how old is she?
Like 14, I think.
Yeah, but like, In past, future, Trucy, right? It's the first thing. that
Don't
comes up.
you're gonna come up with spoilers.
No, I'm just gonna come up with Trucy Wright age. How old is Trucy Wright? 8 years old.
Is that what you got?
Yeah,
Okay, must be true.
it must be true. She's 8.
What? Really, sir? She's 8? She looks at least 14.
I know what you're thinking, Miles Edgeworth. The killer can be none other than Miss Rhoda Tenero.